Well, I mean, it works. It works.
Doesn't happen now. Doesn't happen terribly often.